Boom. Because I said so. What up, girl? Did you send me a cash app? I think you sent me a cash app. Because I said so. Appreciate you, girl. There we go. All right. Bar Heavy J, what's cracking? Daniel Cates, what up? It's only showing me a couple of people in here at the moment. There we go. Conceptual Elixirs, appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. He says, family, I got a chance to send you a bottle. Thank you. All right, I'll go check the PO box this week for sure. Yo, what up? Jay Nicole, it says Main A, King Tony, Zy the Great, DJ Sherm, Sam Stone 41, Nicole, Empress Roro, Amani. This is K Jimena 89, Vince Marcus, 24 Hours of Insight, Richard Carr, Summer Breeze, what up? Kevin Corbin, Al Aqua, View Star TM. What up, Maria Carbajal? What up, girl? Roger G, Arcanum Current, Curly Bassard, my bad. That's Mega Bills, Hood Politics Entertainment. It's that B-Roll, Andrew Marshall, Tracy S, Paris Demore, Rohan Mason, what up? Neon Black, Courtney Dockery, Travis Smiley, Antonio Bryant. What up, Chinzira Anubis? Corey, what's poppin'? Get at Chinzira if you want those pyramids, those pentagonal pyramids. K Freeman. What's that? Trayvon McClinton. Deb C. Lisa Lai. James Oliver. Top Notch Rocker. Spirit Journey. What's poppin', everybody? Man, a bunch of y'all in here now. What's up, everybody? What's going on? So, I don't think our experiment worked last week. I asked for everybody, just as an experiment, to hit the dang like button when you came in, just to see what would happen with the algorithm. A few more of you hit it. Maybe about 2 or 3 more of you usually hit it than usual. Again, this is an experiment. I tell you to hit the like button because it helps the algorithm, but this experiment is not about the regular likes. It's to see what happens if everybody who watches the video hits the like button. So if y'all don't do it, that means y'all hate watching. If y'all ain't hitting the damn like button, you hate watching. You hate watching, whatever, that's what you're doing. But for the people who ain't hate watching and you're here to get some information, hit the dang like button. That means take your shoes off when you enter my crib, when you enter the dojo. Have some decorum, have some cool up in here. Show them we got some class. Appreciate you. All right. Let me see. Ooh, uh-oh. All right, man. So anybody who ordered any packages, your packages are gone. Just like to say that before I do the live stream. All your packages are out of here. We're going to start the Know Your Rights Foundation enrollments again starting next month. So I'll start promoting it next month. So make sure you get ready. You want to go sign up to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. And this is what we're working for. We're teaching you the law. We're teaching you the law for free. And basically, once you get in there, you're going to go to the classes and get certified to teach basic police stop law to your family, your friends, your community, if you choose to do so. But we're getting you ready for what's getting ready to come. They're getting ready to pump up more police because the crime is running rampant in these cities right now. People are just robbing stores and all kind of stuff. That's problem, reaction, solution. So they make you beg for more police. So when they enter this or they institute this police state, you can say, well, you asked for it. They can say, you asked for it. Didn't you say people was robbing stores and home invasions and all the rest of that stuff? Well, you got more police, but if you don't know how to deal with more police, what's going to happen? And then what happens if they make these, the immigrants, the illegal immigrants over here, they're giving them the right to be police. They make them police, And they don't give a shit about your constitutional rights, which means you need to know way more about your constitutional rights than those police officers because they're coming from another country. They don't give a shit. They just want to do what keeps them in the country. So make sure you get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org starting next month and sign up. Also, make sure everybody, if you want the police stop law package right here, the police stop law package, that's the constitutional rights cards, the qualified immunity card. This is what you keep in your car. When the police officer pulls you over, you start asking you all these questions, where you're coming from, where you're going, where you live, all that. You put this and say, I don't answer questions, this right here. And then, these are the main books right here that teach you everything you need to know about police stops and what to do when they violate your constitutional rights. Because you can go back and you can get that police insurance that all of them have to have in case they violate your constitutional rights. That's literally the reason they have the police insurance. So you get all of that when you order the Great Book of Melanin Research right here. It's the book they've been hiding from you, all the information they've been hiding on your melanin for the last 119 years. And what it can do, what you're supposed to do with it, how to cleanse it, all that type of stuff. So you get the police stop law, the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, you get the police stop law package for free. And because it's the end of the month, I'm going to give y'all, I usually hook y'all up at the end of the month sometime. Don't be hanging around waiting for me to do a deal at the end of the month, because y'all do that, I won't do shit. But right here, I'm going to put in 3 packages of cards if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research. In the police stop law package, I'm going to give you the 3 decks of cards. That's police stop flashcards 1, and then law and government flashcards 1 and 2 right here. All right, law and government flashcards 1 and 2, plus police stop flashcards number 1. So get over, order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy at realnoggers.com, and I will hook you up. And then if you want any of the products for individually, go over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org, especially if you want the crack scene exemption cards that we have right here, and the crack scene liability notice for your job. Make sure you go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org and hook that up. All right, for the people on Patreon, people signing up to Patreon for the status classes, that's still going. The classes are uploaded over there. You can go over there and look at the classes at your own leisure. And then when you're ready to take the test, if you can explain the paperwork to me, I give it to you. So that's patreon.com/realnoggers. Sign up to the status class levels if you want to, or sign up to the police stop classes that we do on Sunday. Every Sunday we hold a police stop law class. It gets intense. Them classes are long too. They go long, at least about 4 hours. So I'm mashing out on the law, and I'm really underselling it right now. Usually we go about 4 to 5 hours in those classes. So. And if you've seen on the videos, if you've seen one of the classes on the channel, you've seen we can go in those classes. So if you want to sign up for the live class, just get over to patreon.com/realnoggers. And also the Cash App, people were just hitting me up with the Cash App. Thank you. Appreciate everybody who do that during the week. Thank you guys, everybody. Appreciate you. Cash App, Real Noggers, the number 9. All right. Oh, and Weed Juice. Timmy Tight Top dropped off a bunch of juices for me to introduce to y'all. So this is Skin at Weed Juice. Get over there. Make sure you support the homie Timmy Tight Top, a.k.a. Hassan McCullough. But Weed Juice right here, this is the Skin. This is orange. Nigga, you are corny. Orange, you glad. Your skin looks great. Hey, nigga, I didn't put this on here. You did. But this is for your skin, though. Orange, cucumber, not cucumber, but carrots. So it's basically orange because of the carrot. Carrots are good for your skin. So orange, you're glad you look great. This is orange, apple, carrot, celery, and ginger right here. I don't know about that name, but the juice is good. I can verify the juice. Then obviously we have my surprisingly sweet, the best one in the game. It's the Kobe Bryant of the juices, because he's the GOAT. I don't care what none of y'all say, because I got something to tell you about that bitch ass nigga LeBron. I got something to tell you about LeBron today. But right here, this is the Kobe Bryant of drinks. This is the surprisingly sweet grapefruit, cantaloupe, and pear. Oh, then he has, this is another new one right here. This is the Banana Dream. All right, that's a better name. I can rock with that. That's a little better name. Banana Dream. That's apple, orange, and banana. Then as you see, this is the Toxic Cleanser. This is the Black Magic right here. This is activated charcoal, lemon, alkaline water, ginger, and agave. You want to clean those toxins out if you've been eating bad and drinking bad. Just cleanse that out. And then the juices. This is the health juices right here. The 2 green juices when you're trying to be good. When you're trying to knock out some of that. This is the kale metabolizer. Celery, parsley, kale, apple, lime, ginger, and cayenne pepper. And then the detox is green glow. It's called the green glow. When you got that glow, you feel no more when you don't let go. Shout out to the Last Dragon. But this is parsley, pear, cucumber, and spinach right here. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you support. And then last one I got is Beal sauce. If it ain't real, it ain't Beal. Right here, this is the Schmuckatelli. I'm telling you right now, if you got a Trader Joe's in your town, go get Trader Joe's barbecue sriracha. Organic. It's organic barbecue sriracha. Mix it with the Schmuckatelli, and I'm telling you, you're welcome. I'm telling you right now, you are welcome. So right here, make sure you hook up Beal sauce. That's BEALE sauce.com. Again, Beal sauce, BEALE sauce.com. Make sure you hook them up. That's a melanated owned company. Make sure you help the brothers out. All right. Appreciate y'all. And real, it's funny, man. Last week I don't have the live. It's funny because we did the after the live stream last week. YouTube wiped out the live chat. I don't know what happened. YouTube took the live chat out, so I don't know if y'all was saying some crazy stuff in the live chat or whatever, but I wasn't able to, they took the live chat off of the last live stream. So moderators, make sure nobody's saying nothing crazy in the live chat today. What up, Leo Fire? So we don't get we don't get taken out, but I love what y'all, I like reading the live chat after I do the live streams. I read it during the week. And just to see what y'all was saying, because a lot of y'all are funny as hell up in here. Y'all call me funny, but a lot of y'all have some funny comments in there. So I like to read the live chat. And I wasn't able to read the live chat this week because I really wanted to see what y'all said about the dude with the drone and the girl. That was the funniest thing I ever seen, the dude. And he had the drone with his girl. I really wanted to see what y'all said about that because that had me dying. I knew some of y'all was laughing in the chat, but I really wanted to see your comments because that was above and beyond the Call of Duty. And literally the Call of Duty, because he, not only did he catch her with the drone, she left the kid, her side dude's kid, because she got caught, left him there at the house by himself. He kept the drone over the kid to watch the kid because he didn't want the kid to be by himself. That's some ill shit. So I really wanted to see what y'all said about that. So leave comments because I'll read them this week because that shit was hilarious. Hope y'all went and saw the story. Please say y'all went and saw that story because that was so funny. The dude and his homie sitting in the car and he had the drone like this and he's watching. He had the girl on the phone and he's flying the drone. Hilarious. But let's start it off hard this week in the political news because we gotta kick that off. We gotta deal with that. We gotta deal with it. You in it? They try to say you in it but not of it. But you better be in it and try to work around this. Figure out how to turn it to your advantage. But so this week, I know you saw Thursday that your boy Zelensky, Roderick Roche, thank you, brother. He says, my bad for insulting. He said, Beyonce and Lil Him. I don't care. I ain't got no attachment to them. I ain't got no attachment to them at all. But appreciate you, brother. So your boy Zelensky, Don Zelensky, that's what I call him now, because that he's like Don Corleone. He is over here. This dude is like 5'2", controlling everybody in the American government. So he flew over here Thursday because he wanted more money. He wanted more, $25 billion more, actually. $25 more billion. This nigga's insane. He is crazy. America's giving what? 170 billion? Close to 140 billion. And he wanted 25 more billion on top of that. And see, now they're coming up with the budget. They're working out a deal for the budget. So this is really when people on whoever have something that they want out of government, this is when they really are able to get it, because they can hold the government at bay. They can hold it hostage, because this is how you fund the government. So if they, all of this is the government spending bill, right? But they always throw all these earmarks and special lists, and this person gets funded, and that project gets funded, and boom, boom. And they always do that. Every time they throw in a bill, it ain't never just be that thing. It ain't never just that. Let's vote on funding the government. No, let's vote. We're going to do that. For sure, we're going to do that. But, hold on, nigga, hold on. I'm down there, hold on. You ain't hearing me out. Hold on. I got the homie back in Missouri. This nigga, his factory broke down, you know what I'm saying? He had a car factory. He made some bad investments. So, I told him I would throw in about $3 million in for his factory. So, unless you hook up the homie, nigga, my hand good cramp trying to push the button for yay on this bill. Like, I'm trying to press it, but I can't do it. That's what happens in government. When they don't get what they want in the bill, they get the cramp Tyrannosaurus Rex arm. They start doing that, and they can't reach. It's like, nigga, what? So that's what's happening with the government and Zelensky. But they didn't give him $25 billion, because Rand Paul got up there and ripped that fool a new one. So after Rand Paul ripped him a new one, they only gave him $300 million. So that's another $300 million though of your money if you paying taxes. I know some of y'all in some of y'all in here may not be paying taxes, which again, it's income tax is illegal, just so you're aware. So it's not a bad thing if you decide that you don't want to involve yourself in extortion by the government, because income tax is illegal. But if you are paying taxes, they taking your money and using it for that. So then a bunch of the money, they came out that a bunch of the money that they're using that we're sending, but that we're sending over there, a bunch of that money is going to pay for government pensions, government pension plans. We are paying for these people's retirement. What the hell does America have to do with their retirement? And how the hell does paying off their retirement benefit Americans? They can never tell you that. They can never tell you that. How does that benefit me? Well, you're gonna be the moral support, the moral superior in the world. You're gonna be morally superior to everyone. You're gonna be the peacekeeper. You're the big dog. Like, I don't give a shit about that. Nigga, get my money. Where my money at? Give a damn about nigga being the moral superior, nigga, when my damn lights is getting ready to turn off, nigga. It's 18 trillion homeless niggas up and down my block. There's a tent city walking down my block. I can't even step outside my gate because I got 50 tents literally right in front of my gate. What the hell do I care about Ukrainian pensions when I don't have a pension? So you taking money from me that I can use to keep my lights on, to pay retirement for the Ukrainians. Not now stuff that they got to pay for now, not rent and all the stuff they got to pay for now, which still I don't agree with. You don't take my money to pay. You don't take my rent money to pay somebody else's rent money, another country's rent money, but they ain't even doing that. You paying your money for their future. You're paying money for their future money. They taking your now money so that you can pay for Ukrainians' future. How fucked up is that? That's insane. But they know you ain't gonna say shit about it, so good luck. Man, did you see Ukraine? They had a Decepticon spokesperson for the Ukrainian government. It was an American military person. It was a Decepticon, though. that became the spokesperson for the Ukrainian government. I don't know if y'all saw this. Blonde wig, big ass fucking shoulders, like he was getting ready to step in the fight with Mike Tyson. And got up there and did something they wasn't supposed to do. They read off a list, what they call a kill list, a Ukrainian kill list that they had for people who was on the internet talking bad about the Ukrazies. The Ukrazies. They was like, this nigga about to die. Oh yeah, this nigga right here. God damn. You seen this nigga right here? This nigga, he definitely dead. Like they going down, oh nigga, you and your wife dead. He going down there, oh nigga, your kids. It was just, you just scrolling down talking about he got a kill list for people who go against the Ukrainian narrative on the war. They was like, wait a minute, what? It was a bunch of American journalists on there. Shit, I may be on there now since I'm talking crazy. Shit, I better go check the list. Let me go check the goddamn list. I may be on that bitch. But then Zelensky came out because they have the kill list, but you wasn't supposed to say anything. See, that's the quiet part. You read the quiet part out loud. So Zelensky said, what did he say? Not she, he. What did he say? Because they don't deal with that damn shit over there in Ukraine. They don't deal with that trans shit. So he said, what did he say? Fuck, get that. That nigga ain't supposed to tell everybody that. Fired. You're fired. Immediately. So fired the suspended the Decepticon spokesperson for the Ukraine, the American Decepticon spokesperson for the Ukrainians, because they said they had a kill list and they was coming after people, which is insane. Then did you see that America, they lost $100. So on top of them giving all your money away to Ukraine, this is just talking about how much money they just wasting if you are still involved in paying unlawful income tax, because it is unlawful. If you don't know that, go look up the documentary Aaron Russo made, America from Freedom to Fascism. America from Freedom to Fascism. Now, the first part of you only need to watch, I mean, you can watch the whole video. I would watch the documentary if I was you, but watch the first 45 minutes to an hour. That's where all the tax stuff, the income tax and all that stuff is. So it'll show you how income tax has been ruled unlawful by the government a long time ago. So right now, though, the government, so 300 more million on top of the 140 billion they done gave to Ukraine already, on top of all the money they spending on the immigrants, which we're gonna get into in a second. They giving all these immigrants money and vouchers and free bus rides and all that type of stuff from your money. They're giving this to illegal immigrants and shit. We're gonna get into that. But then America just lost a $100 million plane. It's called the F-35. If you've seen Top Gun, if you've seen the new Top Gun, I think the F-35 was that plane that was trying to kill Tom Cruise at the end, that was able to pause. It was flying, and he shot a missile at it, and the nigga just moved and paused in midair and turned over and took off like it did. It could stop in midair, pause and move and turn and go back the other way. That damn plane is off the chain. That plane is dope as shit. If you haven't seen that plane, go watch Top Gun Maverick, whatever the name is. That plane is in there. It's the one that tries to kill Maverick at the end. But this dude, this pilot, he ejects out of the plane. The plane costs $100 million. He ejected out of the plane. And they couldn't find the plane for a long ass time. It wasn't like it just didn't crash. The plane was just, they didn't know where the plane was. They were like, where the fuck is the plane? They had no idea. Wasn't on radar, wasn't anywhere. Where'd the plane go, y'all? Can somebody tell me where the plane went? So what they had to do, they downed all air travel. All military air travel was down. They had to they had to halt the air travel so then they could find the one plane that wasn't downed. One plane was keeping it going. Yo, come on, y'all. Don't matter what I say about hitting that damn like button. Y'all just refuse to do that shit. Well, you know what? Karma is a bitch. No, I'm just playing. But please hit the like button. I mean, take your shoes off when you come up in here. But so the story is, or the theory that's been going around is that the AI took over the plane. And the pilot was like, fuck this, nigga. Or the AI said, the AI came and said, you got about 15 seconds, my nigga. Jump your ass out this plane. 15, 14. What are you doing? What are you talking about? 13. And the AI was counting down on it. Nigga, you can look around and think it's unbelievable all you want. 7, 6. And that pilot said, nigga eject. That nigga took off. That AI was like, bitch ass nigga, you better get out of here right now. And then they couldn't find it. And then apparently I think it crashed. It hit a mountain or something. Now the other theory is that it was hacked. That's the theory they want to go with. Neither one of those are favorable theories for the military. Either one is catastrophic, honestly, absolutely. The fact that your military $100 million plane can be hacked, but also that it may have been taken over by AI, which means these things have super destructive capability. If it's taken over by AI, that's way worse. Now, I told you that they just called 20 of the top tech people to the White House last week to come up with a war plan on how to stop AI. Now, did anybody think this had, that movie Stealth. Yep. Thank you. That movie Stealth. I think it had, who was in that movie? Was Jamie Foxx in that movie? Was Jamie Foxx in that movie? I think he was. I'm not sure. He was in a movie, something with a plane. I think it might have been Stealth. But that movie Stealth. Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you. So, yeah, that movie Stealth. So, now, again, both scenarios are terrible. They're disastrous. However, the hacking one, they feel, all right, we can fix that. If we just tell them, oh, it might have been hacked, then we can go in, close. If there's a back door, we can go in and we can close the back door, make everybody feel comfortable. And now you can go back to your imaginary fake fantasy life that we put out there in front of you to make you, to fake you, to fool you from the real world. So the AI, though, I believe took it over. I believe the AI took it over. And here's why I believe the AI took it over, because there was an incident a few months ago, maybe close to a year ago. I talked about this on the live stream when it happened. They were doing war games. During the war games, they had a target. The AI had a specific target it was supposed to hit, right? So the instructions. So it had the target, boom. It was supposed to go there. And before it blew up the target, the pilot told it to stop, right? Pilot told it to stop because they just wanted to see, they were just measuring, doing some tests. They didn't want it to blow it up. They were just getting some technical, numbers on what it was doing, how fast it flew, all that type of stuff. So then it stopped it from the flight. So the next time it did it, they wanted to get more data like that, right? So it did it again. And when the remote pilot told it to stop, it kept on going. It kept on going. So it kept telling it to stop. The damn drone, this is what the drone did. The drone circled back. This is hypothetically, right? The motherfucking drone circled back to kill the remote pilot who was remotely piloting the drone so that it can then go do its mission, because it was like a game. Whoever blew up the most things got the most points and you would win. So the AI was like, I want to win this game. The pilot was keeping it from winning. So it circled back. That shit circled back to kill the goddamn drone operator. And so that scared the crap out of the military because that wasn't the only one that did it. This dude, Matt Gaetz, on a podcast the other night, on the Tim Pool podcast, he said it was a bunch of them that didn't listen to the remote pilot's orders. And some of them kept on going to destroy the target. Some circled back to destroy the drone pilot so that the drone pilot can stop giving it orders and then it could go and do its mission. That's scary and crazy as hell. So them 20 dudes, I think they need more than 20 cats. Honestly, they need more than 20 dudes in that room coming up with a damn war plan. Because this AI it's got a battle plan about to try to kick somebody's ass. It is taking notes. All right, this niggas did that when I did this. Okay, they did this when I did that. Oh, man, all right. If I just did this, though, then they would do this and I could do that. Oh, nigga, they ain't even going, they not going to even be checking for that. Oh, snap, they ain't even looking for this over here. This is way hidden. The AI is in there making plans. Niggas just, all right, boop, boop, boop. Oh, this nigga ain't gonna do nothing when I do. Boop, boop. Oh, this nigga, he whack. It is keeping notes. So, fuck the AI. Let's do that right now. Because they said that the Army is now coming out with a legion. This is the word they used in the article. They're coming out with a legion of autonomous killer drones or killer robots. They didn't say drones, they just said robots. Autonomous killer robots. What does autonomous mean, everybody? What does autonomous mean? That means on its own power. Of its own power, which is basically AI. They just call it something else. Says they don't want you to get scared. Thank you, automated. Of its own power. So they don't want you, if they keep saying AI is doing this and doing that and doing this, if they say AI killer robots, they know they're gonna scare the crap out of you. So they use the word autonomous. See, autonomous, it's a good word, but it's a little smoother word. That you don't know about. You scared of AI already. They know that you scared. This AI is scared the hell out of you. So we're gonna use autonomous robots. So that's it. And so then next in the political news. So just watch out for them killer robots because again, that's the program that they have from those drones that they were doing. Those drones that's just the extension of that. It's about to go down, y'all. So I hope y'all are ready. You seen what's the movie with Will Smith? iRobot? That shit is real. They have a robot. They just said they coming out with a robot. A Maid Robot. Somebody go Google that. It's a Maid Robot. It looked like one of the robots from iRobot. Remember Will Smith's mom had the robot in the house that would clean up for it and shit? That's what it looked like. Kind of looked like that. And they're coming out with it now. How long ago was iRobot? That was like, what, 10 years ago, maybe? At least more than that. Had to be more than 10 years ago. Maybe, what, 15? Somebody put it in the chat. When did iRobot come out? But they was telling you then. Now they have it. They're coming out with a Maid Robot. Now, who is going to trust? Yeah, the Jetsons. The Jetsons too, yep. The Jetsons, yep. They had a Maid Robot. And Rocky. In Rocky 3? I think it was Rocky 3. Rocky 3, he had a robot. Like a house robot. So this shit is real. But damn. This shit is absolutely real. So, moving along. 2004? Damn, that's when that movie came out? Whoa, nah, that can't be right. Wait, 2012. Wait, come on, somebody, who's right? Somebody tell me which. I got 2012. Which is right, y'all? Which is it? 2004? Damn, that movie is 20 years old, y'all. That's crazy. 20 years old. It don't seem. Listen, that movie seemed like it came out yesterday. Goddamn. Upgrade is a great movie. If y'all haven't seen Upgrade, 2018, whoa. Go see Upgrade. That movie is off the chain. Thank you for putting that in there. But so moving along, did y'all hear Biden, or Hunter Biden, baby Biden, is suing the IRS? Because we just talked about, see how income tax, them charging you income tax is actually unlawful. But baby Biden is about to go sue the IRS because he said they violated his privacy with releasing his tax information. Now you can sue the government because the IRS is not actually the government, just so we're clear. It's a private corporation represented by another private corporation. Delaware Corporation. Go look it right up. Internal Revenue Tax and Audit Service is their full name. Again, Internal Revenue Tax and Audit Service, Delaware Corporation, private corporation, not a government entity. Well, it is. As far as the government is a corporation, it's a subsidiary of the government. So you can say, well, it's not because the government is not a government. But if we're talking in corporate terms, then the government is the head corporation. IRS would be a subsidiary corporation, right? A bunch of y'all watch Succession, so I'm sure y'all know what that is. So Hunter Biden is suing the IRS. Now, I hope he wins. Honestly, I hope he wins. But they're really trying to go after your boy Biden. They don't want this boy as the president. He out. Has anybody seen the writing on the wall? He is out. Now, people saying, oh, it's going to be Kamala. I mean, not Kamala, but what's my man's name? California. Gavin Newsom. Sorry. They're saying it's going to be Gavin Newsom. But Gavin can't leapfrog Kamala because Kamala got the melanated sisters behind her. How dare you ain't gonna skip Kamala? Blah, blah, blah. Ain't no hell you gonna skip a black lady for this white man and woo, 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 woo. Oh man, they can't do that. No sisters would go vote. None of the sisters in the Democratic Party, they wouldn't, they ain't gonna go vote for Trump, but they just wouldn't go vote. Which means that's a wrap. You're done. So he knows his time is going to be 28. So they're going to get Kamala in there. They're asking Kamala the question, are you ready to be president? Yes, I am. She's answering it quick and bold like a president. Are you ready to be president, Kamala? Yes, I am. But I don't think I'll have to be because Biden is out there. He's doing the work. He's doing the job. He's great. He's not. She's trying to pump Biden up. Get your ass. You so full of shit, girl. You know goddamn well you listening at this nigga's door to see if this nigga stop breathing. Every time she walked by that nigga office, she put a glass on the door to see if this nigga breathing. Joe? Joe? You still there? Joe? Yeah, Kamala. Fuck. She walks away. Next day. Joe? She knocking on the door every day with that glass. Joe? Praying. This nigga don't say a damn word. But this nigga Biden came out. He said that he might die before the end of Hunter Biden's legal problems. because he planned on pardoning Hunter Biden. So he like, God damn, nigga, you better hurry up with this shit. That's why it messed him up, because when the DOJ pulled his plea deal, pulled Hunter Biden's plea deal. Yo, Dre OG, what up, brother? Appreciate you, man. Hey, was watching your your video the other day. Man, you be having some crazy shit. I gotta holler at you. You be having some crazy shit. I want to see where you get them damn videos from. I know you get them from TikTok, but goddamn, them videos be crazy as shit. If y'all ain't watched Dre OG reacts, these niggas be having some crazy shit on there. So Biden, this nigga said, damn, I might die. Because he's waiting to pardon baby Biden. And baby Biden, they not gonna let him go. If Biden was gonna be president, if they felt Biden was gonna be president and they wanted him to be president, he would have been out of trouble already. But they want to keep baby Biden in trouble because they don't want Trump to be president. They're hoping that this causes enough stress that this nigga may just croak from the stress. You know what I'm saying? They think, oh, nigga, hey nigga, this is really tough on your son, ain't it? You feel okay? I mean, damn, they're coming down on him. He may get 30 years. You feel okay, Biden? Like, nigga, they just start mentioning all the messed up shit that could happen to him. It's like, man, this is 30 years and, you know, he's a drug addict and, man, it's just messed up, man. He's going to leave his family and, are you okay? They're hoping and praying that this nigga dies today. But it ain't happening. Because the Biden administration, who's not Biden is not his administration. I think it's Obama really running his administration. But the Biden administration, they said that they're set to counter the punch of misinformation during the 2024 campaign. Right? So they don't call it the Biden administration. They call it the Biden-Harris administration. They do that for a reason. They've never done this before in the history of the presidency. Never has the vice president been added to the name of the cabinet. It was never the who was in there? What's his name? Bill Clinton and Dan Quayle? No, who was the vice? It was Bill Clinton, and it was never the Clinton Al Gore administration. It was never the who was the dude? What was his name? Daddy Bush and Dan Quayle. It was never the Bush the Quayle administration. Yo, Daddy Chico Bean, appreciate you, man. Thank you. That's what's up. So it was never that, but soon as the woke woman, the woke movement with the woman gets in there, you can't just have it called the Biden administration because you're leaving out the woman. How dare you leave her? It's both of you. It's both of your administration. You can't leave the woman off. So that's what happened, right? But they also did that because if he croaks, not saying that he will. Now we'll say this. On that aspect, let me say this. I'm not saying that it's going to happen. However, every president that has been elected in a great conjunction year, so we talked about the great conjunction that happened in 2020 when Jupiter and Saturn came together. That was the great conjunction. It hadn't happened like that in like 2,000 years or something. So when that great conjunction happened, so everybody who becomes president in the year of a great conjunction either dies or gets assassination attempt. Unfailed. Every single one. They either have died in office or, meaning they've gotten killed. And most of them have gotten killed. A lot of them have gotten killed. So they either died in office, either by murder or just died, or they've had an assassination attempt. Every single president. So now, I'm not gonna say it. I ain't saying. But his presidency ain't over yet. So they thinking he gonna kick the bucket. They hoping he gonna kick the bucket because then Harris can just take over in the campaign because her name's already on the administration. So now it's the Biden-Harris administration, right? So now it just becomes the Harris administration. Just becomes the Harris administration. So She's ready to take over, and they're going to somehow fix it to make her win. I believe that shit. I definitely believe that. They're going to somehow fix it to make Kamala win, because they have to. They have to. If the Republican wins, they whole New World Order shit shuts down. All the WEF policies and all of that stops. So they have to make Kamala win. So, sorry, Biden. You out of here. Then it says, Biden's presidential campaign, this is about the misinformation thing. So Biden's presidential campaign is overhauling its strategy. This is the article. Is overhauling its strategy to fight misinformation on social media in the 2024 race. Recruiting hundreds of staffers and volunteers to monitor platforms, buying advertising to fight bogus claims, pushing its own counter messages out through grassroots allies, with a bulldog aide helping lead the effort. So they sound to say, we're just going to get a bunch of people to get on the internet. Yo, who was that? Monique's Journey. Thank you. Thank you everybody hitting the super chat. Appreciate y'all. So they're just going to get a bunch of people to jump on the internet, because I just told you. So the federal government had came in and put an injunction in against the Biden administration talking to social media companies, right? Saying that you can't come in and police misinformation. That's not your job. They halted that. The Biden administration put in a request to the Supreme Court to halt the order while they put together a defense to show why they needed to be able to talk to social media companies, right? So now the Supreme Court halted the order temporarily, which means now they can go and talk to social media companies. And so after they did that, that's when he comes out and say, oh, we about to do we're going to do a crazy push on this social media shit, nigga. Thank you, Supreme Court. Got to get my damn team up in here. Hey, where my team at? So they about to get hundreds? I think it's way more than that. All these people to jump on there and police your speech online. Basically, your freedom of speech is really what that is. So it's really going to be the Harris administration. We're talking about Biden, but it's really going to be Kamala's administration that does this. And we know when Kamala get power, we know how whack she is. Look at what she did to all the brothers in California. Go ask them brothers that she locked up in California for nothing. So we don't want her in power. We don't want her in power. So moving along, we got the WEF, the World Economic Forum. They're basically trying to get rid of the border, y'all, and create illegal immigration, or illegal immigration ruins the borders and creates this one world order. So that's why you're seeing all around the world, really, not just in America, all these illegal immigrants just smashing on the border, right? So I don't know. So you've seen it all over here. Chicago, New York, Texas, California. I mean, it's just going crazy. All the immigrants. I don't know if you've seen the videos, because Fox took a drone down to the border and a couple of camera people, and they filmed the line of people all the way back. Just they look like ants. How many of y'all just stood back and watched like an ant farm? just mashing out, and you just see just a line. That's what it looked like. It looked like a line of ants, and most of them aren't even coming from Mexico. They're coming from everywhere: Haiti, Africa, Russia, Pakistan. Because the word is, if you get to the southern border in Mexico, you can just walk right over to America for free, no hassle. And not only that, they'll pay for you to go wherever you want in America. They'll drive your ass there on a bus, give you money, a voucher, and clothing. Nigga, what the hell? Why wouldn't you come over here, nigga? Who the hell would not come over on those grounds? And they're going to give you job vouchers. You don't even have to now gain citizenship. They're just going to give niggas job vouchers. So who the hell wouldn't do that shit? They showed a border dude. The Mexican dude came up to the border. The border patrol guy opened the gate and let him in. showed a wire. There's, you know, where they cross across the water. They got wire fences set up across those things. A Border Patrol dude went. They saw them trying to get up, climb out of the water, and get over the goddamn wire. The Border Patrol dude went and cut the wire and let them through. This shit is getting crazy. So, again, this is the overall plan of no borders means one world order. If you don't have any borders, then you have no countries. We just have one world, one people, one world, one people. This is the slogan. One world, one people. Go watch what was that? Captain America Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The girl, the villain, who was this girl, her whole thing was about one world, one people. They wanted to bring the world together under one world order. One world, one people. You think that was a coincidence? That script, that storyline was put into that show? WEF got their hands in everything. That's the script. This is the message. No more nations. Fuck nations. It's about one world, one people. So, did you see because they saw the little island over in Italy. Did y'all see that? So there's a little island, I forgot the name of the island, but the island only has like a little bit over 6,000 people who live on the island. A boat rolled up on their shores, a refugee boat rolled up with like 13 to 18,000 people, a couple of boats. That's insane. They just damn near doubled to triple their population. That's insane. What are they supposed to do? At that point, that's an invasion. If it's only 6,000 people over here and like 12 to 14, 15,000 people roll up in a boat, how the hell we gonna stop them niggas from taking shit? Because they already went over there. As soon as they got off the boat, they started confiscating territory, setting up barricades and shit just for them. Like, nigga, who the hell? Nigga, you have lost your crack ass mind. Just roll up on a boat and just start taking territory. Nigga, I wish somebody would. I don't give a shit how black your ass is. Haiti, Africa, nothing, nigga. You got to have hands. I hope Haiti and Africa and all them other countries got some hands. Because I'm telling you right now. But 12,000 people, you ain't going to be able to get them off with hands. You got to have some weaponry for that. So now they got a major national emergency over there. And basically they don't have a country anymore. All those, or they don't have those people, they're gone. Their living situation is done. As they knew it, it's gone. No more life for them. That's fucked up. You were just living nice. You woke up one morning. Oh shit, what I got to do today? Oh yeah, I got to go to the farm. I got to go out to the land. I got to till the land. Got to roll out, take the truck. Roll out to the city, grab me a couple of things, from the store. Oh, and then you walk out your door and just do your regular every life, and you see 12,000 niggas just coming your way. You like, what the? Your life is done at that point. You have no more life. Life as you knew it is over. So, New York, like I said, the same way. Over 100, I think it's about 120,000 at this point. 120,000 immigrants have moved into New York this year alone. 120,000. So I told y'all last week they were doing the rally against AOC. And she was saying, basically, excuse me, we wanted to give them... That's turkey burger, y'all. Y'all keep asking me, why does nigga be burping? Sometimes I eat before I do these live streams because I be hungry as hell, and then the turkey burger be coming back up. So now, you got it? So you can stop putting it in the goddamn live chat in the comments. Why does nigga be burping all the time? Because I be eating before I do the live stream. Now, great. Boom. Let's move along. So, AOC was asking for the government resources, which is your taxes, to do more, and then also vouchers, job vouchers. Biden and them wasn't going to give them the job vouchers at first because they didn't want to incentivize people coming over here. Like, yeah, you can just come over here, you get a job. Like, you just roll over to America, roll up to the bottom of the border, come over this bitch and get a job. No questions asked. One of the dudes, one of the immigrants asked the border patrol guy, he said, "Can I go to Chicago?" He had an accent, I think it was from Venezuela. He said, "Can I go to Chicago now?" And he said, "Yeah, you're free. You can do whatever you want." No, you're not free. No, you are not. You just can't roll over here, nigga, and just go anywhere you want and take advantage of somebody else's work, nigga. You cannot do that without asking. So, New York, that's popping off in New York. New York is going crazy because in Staten Island, they rolled a bunch of them in Staten Island. Did y'all see that? And the people in Staten Island, they ain't taking it. Shout out to Shaolin. Because Staten Island is Shaolin, just so y'all know. Y'all Wu-Tang fans. Y'all know. Shaolin is Staten Island. Shout out to Wu-Tang. So protect Shaolin over there, everybody. But the people over in Shaolin, they jumped out and stopped the bus. Like, you are not bringing these fools over in Staten Island. And they jumped out, stayed in front of the bus, and then got arrested. They got arrested for trying to stop illegal immigrants from entering their town and taking their resources. The police basically came out and said, "No, we're going to arrest you and then give these illegal people your money and your resources." And don't say, we don't think, it's not like you don't feel bad for people who may have messed up conditions in their town, but most of these people just don't like where they live and just want to come here, which means, nigga, you don't got the right to do that. Either fix where you are, or you got to go through the right procedures in order to get somewhere else. You just can't do what the hell you want in somebody else's land. I just can't walk in somebody else's house, nigga, because my house is fucked up. You know what, nigga? This house is fucked up. Nigga, it's flooding over there. Nigga, it's goddamn, nigga, the stove, it blew up yesterday. Goddamn, nigga, it's fucking like water leaking all over the house. Nigga, this nigga is, fuck this house. Fuck this house. Damn, nigga, look at that house over there, nigga. Goddamn, nigga, the grass is green. Nigga, the paint is good. Shit, nigga. What? You got sprinklers? Oh, shit, nigga. You start looking at somebody else's crib like, nigga, I'm just gonna go over there real quick just to see if I can get a little room in the corner. No, you cannot. Get your bitch ass back to your house and fix it. That's how that works. Get your bitch ass back to your house and fix your own house. Go fix your stove. Go fix the damn flood in your other room. Go do all of that. So, shout out again to Wu-Tang and Shaolin, Staten Island. That's Staten Island, and that's Wu-Tang energy right there. They ain't letting you come up in there. So, and then the Biden administration gave them protected status as asylum seekers. So, and this is funny, they call them asylum seekers when they're illegal immigrants, but the term asylum seekers, because they're not seeking asylum, they haven't gone through any government, they haven't applied for anything legally at all. So how you seeking asylum? Nigga, you just come in my house, nigga, you just don't walk in my house, open my door, sit on my couch, and nigga say, "Hey, my nigga, can I stay here for a second? Nigga, it's rough out there, my nigga. I'm just gonna chill right over here in the corner. Hey, nigga, I ain't gonna mess with your daughter. I ain't gonna mess with your son. I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm just gonna sit and I'm just gonna take a little space on the couch for me. And my wife and my son and my other cousin. Like, that's all. Ain't nobody else." No, you can't do that. No, you cannot do that. So, that's some bullshit. And then it just said U.S. now gets more imports from Mexico than China for the first time since 2003. You goddamn right we getting more imports from Mexico. That ain't what they meant, but we can't tell. Yeah, we getting more imports from Mexico for sure. God damn it. It's ridiculous, man. So moving along, in rainbow news, Did you see that the NFL has its first Decepticon cheerleader? And I'm just gonna say, that motherfucker looked disgusting. I'm sorry, nigga. Goddamn. That shit look disgusting. I'm just saying. To me. I almost it was hard in my stomach. Was like, hey, nigga, turn that page. Why you keep stop reading the story? And my stomach wanted me to stop reading the story. Like, nigga, flip the page. So NFL got his first, and then the reason it's a story because he came out and said, or he slammed the ban on Decepticons participating in biological women's sports, Transformers participating in biological sports. So that's why he got a lot of publicity this week. That's why I saw him in the paper. I was like, I didn't even know the NFL had a Transformer cheerleader. First of all, nigga, who is cheering for that? Nigga, you see some long, burly ass nigga with some pom-poms going, nigga, nigga, if you don't sit your ass down some goddamn where. What the? This is crazy. So NFL is tripping. NFL, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't watch it no more. There's a reason. This tells me there's a reason I don't watch it. Because y'all doing this the way y'all going. I'm so glad I don't really watch the NFL no more. But so in other rainbow news, there's a school board in Pennsylvania that voted down a ban on the Transformer boys from entering the biological girls' bathrooms. The school board, Pennsylvania school board, voted down. So the school wanted to ban it. A lot of schools wanted to ban it, and these different schools, and these are schools from elementary all the way to high school. This is what the school board deals with. So a lot of these schools wanted to ban Transformers from entering biological women bathrooms. Roger Groves, thank you, brother. He says that's a near leader, not nearly a woman. That's a near leader, not nearly a woman. Excuse me. But this Pennsylvania, so is a lady who's the head of the Pennsylvania superintendent. She's the Pennsylvania superintendent. She voted the ban down. This is a woman. This is a woman voting against her own interest, really. Like, what are you doing? Because she's trying to appear woke. There are ways we can handle this. We don't have to, stoop to such, not stoop, but what did she say? We don't have to resort to such tactics. We don't need this. Do we really need a ban? Is there some way we can come together and talk about this? But no. These what parent want a dude in the bathroom with his daughter? And there's a good reason for this. I'm about to break it down. Because when they voted it down, it's funny, all the students got up and walked out because there was a bunch of students in there at the meeting. When they voted it down, all the students got up and walked out because the students don't want this. It's only them woke ass superintendent, these adults that are on these boards who keep getting money from the Fed who want to keep doing this shit. So they can't vote it down because that's gonna stop the Fed money. The Fed is giving us money to implement this shit. So there's no way we can vote it down. Can't we just come to a solution, guys, where I can still keep getting paid and pay off my summer house and pay off my beach house? Why is that a problem? Beach houses need love too. Summer houses need love too. Like, wait. That's all she trying to do. Is get paid from the Fed. They keep getting that money. But in the process is destroying women. The infrastructure of women. It is insane. So the students walked out. Then there was this is a couple of years ago, but this guy was in the news today because he got pardoned. But in Virginia, the Virginia governor just pardoned a man because he was part of, this dude went crazy in a school board meeting on a trans dude. They call it a trans girl, but it's a trans dude who is a dude who raped his daughter in the bathroom. He called himself trans. All he basically did was put on a skirt and said, I'm trans, and went into the bathroom and sodomized the girl and made the girl give him fellatio. Y'all know what that is. That's that. A 15-year-old boy went in there and did this to like a 14-year-old girl, 13-year-old girl, 14-year-old girl. The man, then they reported it and everything, right? They tried to hide it. The school tried to hide it because then at the school board meeting, literally the school board president said, no one has been attacked in the bathrooms. The father stood up and said, bitch, what? That nigga tried to jump over. The father tried to jump up and said, you done lost your damn mind. He went crazy in the meeting, which he should. Some dude sodomized your daughter and made that nigga wouldn't be alive. I'm just letting you know. That little kid got off way too goddamn easy. I'm telling you. The universe has given a lot of niggas great karma for not giving me kids. Because if I had children and these niggas was doing this shit to my children, nigga, a whole bunch of niggas would be out of here. So the universe knew. Like, nigga, I'm about to save a bunch of people's lives. You ain't gonna have no kids, because if you got kids, you gonna go crazy and kill everybody. If they do something wrong to your kid. You goddamn right I would. So shout out to that father. And the governor understood because the governor pardoned him the other day. They tried to throw him in jail. They arrested him and threw the dude in jail for attacking the dude, for raping his daughter. You really gonna throw this dude in jail for attacking the kid who raped? Yeah, I don't give a fuck if he a kid. You ain't no kid once you rape my daughter, nigga. You not a kid no more. That's out the window. I see your ass as nigga, you old as Methuselah at this point. You Joe Biden. That's who you are. You Joe Biden right now. I don't see you nothing as nothing else but Joe Biden. So shout out to that dad. Seriously, shout out to that pops. The school said nothing happened. They had a police report and everything. And the school came out in the meeting and said no one has been attacked in our bathrooms because of allowing trans kids to go use the bathroom. A blatant lie. Man, boy, shout out to that dad. Then a Missouri school, another rainbow news, a Missouri school faces backlash because they crowned a transformer, a Decepticon, excuse me. They crowned a transformer homecoming queen for the second time. 2 times. Not one. The second time. They just basically shitted all over the girls in that school. You're not as much of a girl as him. You're not the girl that he is. And him. And the other one behind him. Those two. Yeah. Yeah, that one, but him too. Behind him. Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm not the girl that both. Oh, yeah. Okay. They are just taking women's whole they are just destroying women. The infrastructure of women. What are you going to do, ladies? We can say a whole lot. I can sit up here and talk this shit all goddamn day, but it really don't affect me like that because ain't no trans people who call themselves trans men trying to take over men's spots because it won't work. There's no trans women or men trying to force them ways into dudes' bathrooms. That ain't happening. They ain't really got no thing down there. They got some shit that they got cut off and sold on that. They can't pee out of that. So they don't even need to use the unless they got to sit down and pee. But no, it's not the other way. It's always the trans women, which are really dudes trying to invade biological women's spaces, which is a form of masculinity. It's aggression. It's testosterone that makes them that aggressive. It's not a coincidence that the women who are transitioning to men are not as aggressive trying to do that movement. They just change and say, all right, I'm a man, whatever, boom. Most of them. They're not trying to be out here and trying to go and lift weights and play football and take over men's spaces. They ain't trying to do that shit. A lot of them just say, well, I feel comfortable like a dude, which again, you should just be yourself and be a masculine woman, but whatever. But you ain't trying to bring the shit to me. If you ain't, again, you keeping it to yourself, you ain't trying to force the shit on me. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's on you. But when you, again, trying to force yourself into other people's spaces because of that shit, this is where it becomes a problem. So shout out to that school. I mean, not the school, but the people who called out the school for doing that. Basically said Tristan Young, 17, was crowned homecoming queen as a transgender woman. His victory, because it said her victory, his victory marks the second time the high school has crowned a transformer. So basically, no more women is the goal, I guess, y'all. No more women. And want any more women. Ew, women ucky. What is he? Was he a little boy? Women icky. That's what they want boys to say or something. Because they are fully trying to get rid of women. What the fuck is going on, y'all? Women, please stand up and get involved. And then, because then if you know, because you got to start taking your children out of school. Over 2 million families have taken their children out of school since 2021, excuse me. Over 2 million families have taken their kids out of school in the last 2. Do you understand the hit that is on the public school system? 2 million families? That's more than 2 million kids because some families have 2 and 3 kids. So 2 million families has said, yo, we out. Which is what you should do. These schools are not trying to teach your children anything. It's more about indoctrination. Take control of your child's future because they're trying to tell you that you don't have the right to that. This teacher who's in control of who's guarding your child for what, 5 hours a day? They have way more influence and say so in your child's life than you, the one who taking care of them, who birthed them, took care of them, ongoingly taking care of them, comforts them, heals them, all of this. But no, no, you don't got as much right as this transformer nigga with the purple hair or the pink hair who've been a teacher for 2 weeks. This is insane shit. Take your kids out of school, y'all. All right, then. Oh, real quick. Then it said the Alphabet Mafia. Oh, this is the last thing. The Alphabet. This is why you got to get involved because the Alphabet Mafia is now trying to create a council, a government council, So basically, a council to advise the government on alphabet soup issues. They're trying to get into the White House with a council, like a full government council of Alphabet Soup Council in the White House. Man, do y'all see where this shit is going? And they're supposed to be, this population of them is this small in compared to everybody else. But they're not going to make it like that. They're going to make it seem like that community is this big. Like, oh my God, there's so many people. 2 people with bullhorns on the top of a goddamn mountain screaming. That's why it seems like, it's more than it is. So please get involved, get your children out of school, and make sure that you are the major influence in their life, not a damn purple, pink, green colored, hair colored teacher. So moving along. So back to your boy, Bitch Bron. That's my name for him, y'all. I got a whole bunch of names for him. This is the nicest one I got for him. Bitch Bron. Bitch Bron James. Did y'all see that the story came out about his involvement with PEDs, which is performance enhancing drugs, right? Story just came out that they were part of an investigation, federal investigation. Federal investigation. Excuse me. That turkey burger's still in there. Part of a federal investigation on the performance-enhancing drugs. Now, the investigation was a long time ago. They said the investigation happened a while ago, like close to 10 years ago. They're just now releasing it. So a whole bunch of this has come out on this boy, on LeBron. Whole bunch of shit coming out. And I had to be the one to tell it, because LeBron, you are not better than Kobe. Nick, you ain't even better than Jordan or Magic. Let's get that real. You down the line. But you damn sure ain't better than Kobe. And now we got to prove. We got to prove it and proved it. So he been taking and basically when you say performance enhancing drugs, it weren't steroids. It's more like a human growth hormone. So human growth hormone, it allows so when you work out, it allows your muscle to recover faster, and also allows them to gain more bulk, which is why you see LeBron, how he went from this skinny ass little kid to now he on super swole like that. And he never gets hurt every damn year. Y'all notice that? This nigga been in the league 20 years and ain't never been hurt. Not 1 year. That's because of the PEDs that allow him to recover quicker. Because as you get older, you don't recover that fast. That's how you get hurt. Your body's you working and working and working and working out, and your body don't recover at 33 the way it did at 23. And you got to take a little bit longer. A little more stretching, a little more ice tub, a little more hot tub, a little more cold tub too. Take down the inflammation. It take a whole lot to get your body going when you're an athlete at 33 than it does at 23. But if you're taking human growth hormone, makes your body recover within a couple of hours, few hours. So it came out. Now the article basically said, I'm gonna read you the article. A performance-enhancing drug federal investigation mentioned the name of NBA superstar LeBron James as associates of his are said to be directly involved with the scandal, right? So now it says unredacted federal documents, meaning they didn't block everything out, but they don't got to block everything out if they just didn't give you all the papers. Redacted just means they blacked it out. But if I just leaving stuff out, meaning I pulled all the information, all of it, and just didn't put it in the information, it's not unredacted, it's just left out. So unredacted federal documents that were part of the 2023 biogenesis investigation mention the Los Angeles Lakers star. No, you're not a Los Angeles Lakers star. That would be Kobe. But it does not in any way accuse him or suggest James has taken banned substances. Does it not in any way accuse him? And then it says, however, longtime friend and business manager Ernest Mims, as well as his trainer David Alexander, have both been suspected of giving PEDs to their clients. Now, does anybody believe that his business manager, his longtime business manager, and his longtime personal trainer has been giving performance-enhancing drugs to all their other clients, but not LeBron? nigga, no, nigga, no. You don't need him, my nigga. You don't need him. Nigga, you a superhero, nigga. You don't need that shit. Wait a minute. He the only one. Now, y'all know why this was left out. Because he's their cash cow right now still. And he's still the face of the NBA. If that comes out, then the question comes out, how many more people are taking PEDs in the NBA? The credibility of the NBA goes to shit, and you have no more league, which is a $1 trillion business. When you talk about all the side stuff and apparel and all the stuff that they sell, video games and all that type of shit, that's $1 trillion business. Per year. You think they gonna mess that up because bitch Braun was taking some goddamn performance enhancing drugs? Now the proof of it was when he went back to Cavaliers, the Cleveland Cavaliers, after he had won a couple of championships with the Miami Heat, he had lost that summer when he went back to Cleveland. That summer he lost 60 pounds. Go look it up. He just dropped 60 pounds. The reason was because he had cycled off of the PEDs. Because basically what happened was there was the clinic that they were getting the PEDs from was being investigated. It got shut down. The PEDs were giving drugs to all kinds of athletes. One of them was A-Rod and all kind of shit, right? So it came out that back then they were saying that LeBron's manager and Dwayne Wade and all these cats were affiliated with the clinic. So that got shut down back then. You didn't hear none of that came out. That was like 10 years ago when that happened, right? So you didn't hear nothing. They shut it down. So that was the initial investigation. So then they brought it back up. When they come back up, they brought it. Well, they didn't. When they went for the investigation, they started putting the pieces together. And so they didn't get his manager, Rich Paul. They got his other business manager. So Rich Paul is his agent, and stuff like that. But they got his business manager. And so they also got his wife involved. His wife was said to be part of that shit, right? So after he came back from that clinic in that summer, he had lost 60 pounds. He had lost 60 pounds that summer. He came back to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He was crap. LeBron James sucked for like 2 weeks of basketball. He could not do anything for 2 weeks. Go look that up. The video is all right there on YouTube. He sucked. The team gave him 2 weeks off after that. The team gave LeBron 2 weeks off. They said LeBron is feeling tired. This is at the beginning of the season. How the fuck are you feeling tired at the beginning of the season? But the team said, oh, LeBron is tired. He took a trip back to Miami, where the clinic was, for 2 weeks. He came back and he started balling. Nigga was on swole again and he started balling. That's just a coincidence, y'all. My bad. I'm just putting dots together that don't go together. And then the last thing that solidified it was, and I'm gonna move on past this. The last thing that solidified it was there was a dude on the Andrew Schultz podcast named Chael Sonnen. He's a UFC fighter, ex-UFC fighter. He was on the podcast and he said, oh yeah, me and LeBron got the same guy. I know he does. Me and him got the same dude. The drug dude. Go YouTube that. So now it's come out that bitch Braun has been doing PEDs. I don't want to hear nothing else about the GOAT conversation with his name in it. That nigga's gone. He's out. He's already out before this, but he's officially out. Bitch ass nigga. So Kobe, you are vindicated, baby. You did it without drugs. All day, every day. Torn Achilles, walk out to the free throw line, shooting free throws on a torn Achilles and walk off. That's goddery. God damn it. Shout out to Kobe and fuck LeBron. All right, moving along. So, I know you guys heard about 10-4-23. 10-4-23. That's the FEMA is supposed to release a signal on your phone. That's supposed to go and it's supposed to be crazy. Now, have something to show you guys. Where is it? So I'll show you that in a second. But so after we talk about what this is, so FEMA is supposed to release this signal on your phone, whatever it is. It's supposed to go off, and no matter where you are, they're saying turn off your phone. They're telling you to turn off your phone. Excuse me. So the conspiracy is that the frequency that they're going to release in the phone. So they're saying it's just an emergency thing, just to check whatever all that, right? Just to check the systems. But the story or the conspiracy is, and I don't know if it's true or not, but the conspiracy is that when they release the signal, it's supposed to activate the nanoparticles, the graphite, the nano graphite that was in the cupcake in your body, and release a couple of things. Start a couple of things. Releasing the Marburg that was embedded within the cupcake. So there's a Marburg V. Go look that up. Marburg, Marburg V. They were released in Africa. They were talking about last year in Africa, that had released in Africa. But it said they'd put traces of it in the cupcake to be released at a certain time. Basically, I guess when this nano gel that they put in your body, once it resonates with a certain frequency, then it releases these things within the body, right? So that's what they're saying. That's supposed to release this Marburg stuff within the body, but also it's supposed to release the graphene, which is supposed to start something called the IP. And I talked about this maybe 5 months ago. So if you go back about 5 months or whatever, I forgot which live stream it was. Shit, I just be going. But I was talking about the IP36 gene deletion. So we talked about that. I talked about this months ago. It was at least 5 or 6 months ago. I talked about this a long time ago. The IP36 gene deletion syndrome. Go look that up. Yes, the zombie apocalypse. So basically, this syndrome is something that you're born with, and it eats away at your frontal cortex, which then makes you dumb. It makes you stupid, like really and it gives you I forgot all the symptoms, but the main two symptoms that I remember, it eats away at the frontal cortex and makes you dumb, and it also gives you a propensity to bite. That's the term it says. Propensity to bite. Wait a minute, you got bite kung fu. Bite fu. You will become a master in bite fu. I am a master in bite fu. So that's what's supposed to happen, right? They saying the zombie apocalypse, October the 4th, is imminent. If you taking the cupcake or the Boost Mobile, it's imminent. Y'all better watch out. Turn off your phones. Do something. Put it away. So again, let me read about the IP36 gene deletion syndrome. Is a disorder that typically causes. Oh, here I have it right here. I didn't have to think about it. I had it right here. So, IP36 gene deletion syndrome is a disorder that typically causes severe intellectual disability. Most affected individuals do not speak or speak only a few words. They may have temper tantrums, bite themselves, or exhibit other behavioral problems. Most have structural abnormalities of the brain, and seizures occur in more than half of the individuals with this disorder. Affected individuals usually have weak muscle tone, which is called hypotonia, and swallowing difficulties, which is dysphagia. So, and then it says the frequency, that's what I said. So, yeah, hypotonia and dysphagia. And it gives you propensity to bite. And so it makes you lose muscle. Basically, you walk around, it's like this. If you really put all of those things together, let me read it again. So it says, you bite yourself, but it says structural abnormalities of the brain, seizures, in more than half of the individuals, and basically makes you have muscle weak tone and swallowing difficulties. So seizures, you're walking around. How many zombie movies have you seen where the nigga walking around with this with that little twitch and doing it, and these motherfuckers they just hanging because they muscles is dead. So that's what it's saying. IP36 gene deletion. Now, it has been proven that the cupcake causes IP36 gene deletion. That's a real thing. Go Google it. or put it in the whatever you do. But that's a real thing. So, is it going to happen? However, if you want to protect yourself, you can get something called a Faraday bag. See this right here? This is a Faraday bag. You can place all types of electronics, your phones, all that type of stuff in here, and no signal gets through the bag. This is a Faraday bag. So take this damn phone right here. Take this phone, drop it in this bag. Seal this bitch up. And boom. Nothing can get through. No signal can get through this bag. All right. So Faraday bag, you can get this. You can get this online. I got this at from Amazon. Also, you can get you a Faraday cap if you're worried about the signal doing something to the dome. This is a Faraday cap. So, boom. Both of these block EMFs. EMF frequencies, everything. So you can get you a Faraday cap or a Faraday bag. This is what this says on the front if y'all want to get the same one I got. But again, they have a lot of these on on Amazon, so make sure. I got a couple of these. Just so y'all know, I got a couple of these. So get you the bags if you got whatever electronics. Excuse me, whatever electronics you're worried about. Hold on. So whatever electronics you're worried about, just place it in the bag, and you're good to go. All right. The zombie apocalypse, October 4th, y'all. We gonna see. We gonna see. But we do know that Bill Gates, your boy Kill Bill, he has a patent that gives exclusive rights. Gives him exclusive rights to computerize the human body. Talked about that. So it's in your body. So if you think, oh, I ain't got that in me, well, who'd the cupcake come from? Who funded the cupcake? That would be Kill Bill. And then he has a patent that gives him an exclusive right. Exclusive. Only Kill Bill can computerize the human body. And so it says basically his patent gives him exclusive rights to harness the human body for energy, just like in the Matrix. And the U.S. patent, if you want to look this up, his patent is U.S. patent US 6754472B, as in boy, 1. All right. Again, US 6754472B1. All right. So go look that up, and then you'll see that this is no game, that they plan to they plan to take us all out with the computer thing. Everybody's tripping. Oh, Elon Musk just got FDA approval to link up people. That happened a couple months ago. He's just now asking for volunteers, but he got approval months ago. Now he just came out and he's asking for volunteers. But that's eventually where shit is supposed to go. That's where shit is gonna go. Now, you don't have to be a part of it, but just, just be aware. So moving along, did you see that the government They want to grow premature babies in something called a biobag. The government, U.S. government, they want to grow babies in a biobag. What is a biobag? What the hell is a biobag? Biobag is a fake womb, like an artificial womb that you could just just hang around. Like when they say go get the bag, y'all talking about the cash bag. They ain't talking about that bag. When they say go get that bag, they ain't talking about that. That's a whole new meaning now. So basically, they are the artificial womb thing is real. They're trying to, what's the word? What's the term I'm looking for? They're trying to make this false transformer reality. They're trying to make it as real as possible. Right? They're trying to make it as real as possible for society to make it a real. It's not a real thing. And it's not going to be a real thing. Nature did not intend for you to have children, men. No. It meant for you to protect them. That's why it gave you muscles. You're supposed to protect the children. You're not supposed to have them. So the government is just, like I said, this is just the trans movement and another implementation of the trans plan that they try to have to create or to make transformers feel like they are women by giving them kids. Then they're really trying to work the artificial womb thing, but they can only now transplant wombs from biological woman to biological woman. You have to have the hardware. That's how the universe, like, look here, nigga. Women, we can mix and match parts with regular women. But you, nigga, you ain't got the I can't put no engine where damn the transmission's supposed to go. That don't go there. Try to put an engine where the transmission's supposed to go, and then vice versa. Put a transmission in your engine where your engine's supposed to go. Ain't nothing gonna pop off. Promise you that. So the bio bag is real though, and it's government, and it's funded again by your taxes. They are doing all of this with your money. With your damn money. That's why you need to look into the how unlawful it is for them to charge you income tax. But just wanted y'all to be aware. Make sure that you up on game, because they're trying to make this whole thing a true reality that they can live under. Like I can change into this. I can do everything now that this being did or does as this biological entity. I can do all of it. No. Nature, no. Man can cheat some things, not some other things. And when you're trying to get down to cheat nature, it ain't happening. So, but then this is other in science. This is when we move to the science news, y'all. So, did you see that it's called basically so Good Harvest processing plant. Now go look this up. Type them into your Google. You definitely want to type them into your Google. The Good Harvest processing plant. They've been making human meat for sale for 8 months. Now, it's not available in America yet. It's only in the UK. So all my UK people, man, I feel bad for y'all. Damn. It's called the Good Harvest Processing Plant. And go look at the meat they got. They got sausages, they got ground beef, they got steaks. And the niggas eating it. In the video, the dude is frying the shit up and he tasting it and he eating it. They show you how they make it. They take the cells of a human. They take the cells of a human, put it on this grafting thing, dip it into some solution, or they have it on this long wire thing or whatever, and the strips are hanging down, the bio strips are hanging down, and then so it's like cotton. I don't know if it's necessarily cotton, but it's like a square piece of cotton, and the cells are growing inside of the cotton. So the cotton is hanging from this long strip like that, right? It's hanging like this, and in the cotton piece, the cells are growing into skin and whatever. And so after it gets to a certain part of the skin, they take that and they put it into something else, and then they cultivate it and grow the meat farther. Ew! What the? Nigga, they eating humans? That's why they put that Jeffrey Dahmer shit out there. That Jeffrey Dahmer thing that came on Netflix and became like one of the biggest shows. And it was all on the showing. They was really. I haven't seen none of it, but I heard, because I refused to watch that shit when it got all that shit in it. But I heard it was a bunch of alphabet soup stuff in there. It was on that, but then they were really playing up on the they were playing up on the killing of men and all that shit, the cannibal shit. That's now they want you to eat grafted humans. What does grafted mean? That means grown from cells. It means grown from cells. She said, I'm going vegan. Who said that? King T said, I'm going vegan. That's enough to make you want to go vegan, don't it? Because this is what I'm saying. Just so y'all know how ill it is, they don't allow GMO meat in Europe, in the EU. So the human meat is not GMO because it's actually human. It's not genetically modified. They actually just grew it from a person. So they can call it real meat. That's insane. So if they don't let GMO shit over in the UK and they allow damn near every food company in America, not damn near every food company in America can engage in GMO if they want to. So if they allow that over here, how long do you think before they put human meat in the goddamn fucking in the store? That's coming for you. That's coming for you. God damn it. Let me put it right there where you can see it. You. That's coming for your ass. Sausages, patties, ground meat, steaks. That nigga fried up a human steak, y'all. He fried up a human person. Put the sauce on it. Nigga had it over the thing. Nigga was doing it like he was in a restaurant. He had the chef thing on. Nigga had like where you put it, not the chives, so the butter and the, what is that? Thyme. Where they do, if you eat steak, they do it with the butter and thyme. They marinate it with the butter. That nigga was doing that. And he dipped his, that nigga did that. You just dipped your hand in human balls. How do you know that wasn't grafted from his balls? Like, nigga, ain't that what the softest part of this meat is? The skin is? How do you know you wasn't eating human grafted ball meat? You don't know. What if they just cut off a piece of the booty hole and you eating booty hole meat? And I know y'all like, oh, that's nasty. That's way out of line. Well, did you know that the flavoring vanilla uses beaver booty hole for flavoring? Did y'all know that? So any of y'all eating anything vanilla, you eating beaver booty hole. That's a fact. Anything vanilla Vanilla ice cream, vanilla cookies, vanilla anything. Anything vanilla, anything uses beaver booty hole. Ground up beaver booty hole as a flavor, as a flavoring. That's a real thing. So they're already giving you that. What make you think they won't give you human balls? Grafted human ball meat. Come on, man. Hold on. Up here. So, yeah, that's disgusting. All the disgusting emojis. I feel you. Because UK, oh my God, UK, if you're in the UK, when you buy meat, make sure it does not have, what is it? Good Harvest Processing Plant. Don't eat, hey. UK, please do not eat Good Harvest Processing Plant meat. It's human meat. And they've been doing it for 8 months. How many people in the UK did they tell for the last 8 months that they was eating human balls? Eating human toes? Where did the meat come from? Where did the meat come from? Come on, man. It's coming over here. Oh my God. So moving along, because that's disgusting. So moving along. So last couple things. Did you see there's a Denver homeless? Did y'all see this? This is the funny. This is some funny shit that happened. It's the degradation, or the degrading of America, the degradation of America. But this shit was hilarious. In Denver, there is a homeless speakeasy on the street. Did y'all see this? And Google this, y'all. In Denver, there is a homeless speakeasy on the street with tents. Nigga got a couch with a lounger. Basically, it's set up, they got a bar. So let me read this shit. So basically a speakeasy with a pop-up bar and rentable prostitute tents. Yes, a homeless speakeasy. Gator the guy. They have multiple tents set up that you can rent and get your 304s in there. Y'all know what that is. Get your 304s. You go to this tent with that 304. You go to this tent with that 304. Or you can try to wine and dine the 304 for a second. Take him to the bar we got on the side. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, brother. Get your little schmooze on. You know, you may have to coax it out a little bit. You know, she may not be in the mood right off the bat. So we got the bar over there for you, brother. You know, you go over there, take a little drinky drink, get her right in the mood. And we got tent number 7 right there for you, brother. This is a real thing. There was a lounge chair, a lounge couch for you to sit outside. It was clean too. It wasn't dirty. It was white with pillows and shit. We have gone to the fuck shit. This is where you ain't coming back. You allowing people to set up tent, speakeasy, prostitute. You got a tent whorehouse out on the street with a full bar and everything. With a concierge and shit. Y'all seen like in John Wick with the Continental, you come drop off your coin. And you go to get you a little tenny tent and a little drinky drink. Massage. Man, let me tell you something. People are innovative. You are not going to keep people down. This is why I say, man, no matter what happens, people will always figure out a way. They will always figure out a way. It will always happen. You will never keep ingenuity down. No matter how you try to suppress niggas, they will always find a way out of it. Hence the symbolism of Neo. That's what Neo represented. When you try to control everything, no matter how much you try to control everything, nature will live. Nature will survive. Nature will keep the balance. So whatever you try to implement over here, with all the power you trying to implement it over here, the nature will create its opposite or the balance of it over here. That's how that shit works out. So this fool got a piece. Hey, nigga, hey, let me tell you right now, I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler from way back. Broccoli farmer, as I've told y'all, you know, broccoli farming, done a few other things. And I give props when I say, now, if I lived in Denver, I'd hate this. I don't want no damn whorehouse on my damn corner. you got damn prostitute rental tents, prostitutes for rental tents on the corner. We don't want that. However, you got to give some props to the ingenuity and the entrepreneurial spirit of my man. So shout out to him. Then the last thing I have in weird ass news. Did you see the 14-foot gator in Florida that was walking down the street with a body in his mouth? A 14-foot gator, 14 feet. Now, I don't know if y'all know how big that is. Think of Shaq and then double him up. That's 2 Shaqs. Everybody, just so we're clear. Shaq is 7 foot. This gator was 14 feet. That's 2 Shaqs. And he was walking down. If you saw a gator as big as Shaq walking down the street, you'd be tripping. But a gator twice the size of Shaq was walking down the street, and a brother, that's funny, who found it? So this brother was walking down the street. This is where pedestrians walk, too, every day. Kids, children, everybody. Everybody is pedestrians walking this street. It's over this bridge. So you walk over the bridge, and then around the bridge, I guess there's an embankment where you can walk down into the swamp, right? So down in the embankment. So the dude was walking over the pedestrian walk over the bridge, and he just happened, he just walking, probably listening to some Wu-Tang, shout out to Wu-Tang, and he listening, and he looked over the bridge, and he saw the gator down in the water, was walking, and the gator turned, and he had half a person in his mouth. He had a torso, the upper body of a nigga in his mouth. Just walking and chilling like, This nigga just had it in his mouth like, Just walking with a human nigga in his mouth. Like nobody. And so the dude said he immediately called 911. This is a brother too. He's hilarious. He said, I immediately called 911. Because goddamn, because obviously it's children and stuff. He said, children, first of all, you don't know how many people that gator's eating. First of all, it's 14 feet. It was huge. Like, not just 14 feet long. It was big. So it has eaten some people before. If you got a taste for humans, you probably ate a human before, and that gave you a taste for it. So he's eaten some people before. So that brother walked across that thing. Yo, Eagle Eyes readings. Thank you. Appreciate you. So I missed those articles. I've been at trial all week for Elijah and McClain's murders. Oh, okay, damn. Yeah, check those out. Check them in. These are crazy. Roger Groves, thank you, brother. 10 Hoe House. Hey, go, dude. I know you Googled it. Y'all had to Google it. I'm trying to tell you, everything I tell y'all is real stories. I ain't bringing y'all nothing that's not a real story. So yes. The speakeasy, they called it a speakeasy. Yeah, you called it right, to 10 Hoe House. But the 14-foot gator, that 8 feet, man, this is what I'm telling you right now. I was going to move a few places. I was going to move to Hawaii. That was a real thing. I was researching everything, how much it cost to transport my car there, everything. I was about to be out. I was about to be right on in there. Been to Hawaii. Last time I was in Hawaii, I stayed at Obama's getaway. My girl, her friend, her friend's husband was rich, and so rented out Obama's getaway crib. So I stayed in Obama. It was a great time. Best time I ever had. It was awesome. Obama's crib is nice as shit. Just so y'all know. I was walking around there acting like I was Obama all day. But so I wanted to move there. This is recently. I was like, all right, well, California's full of shit. There's too many homeless people. So I was about to bounce, right? Then found out that Hawaii got a bunch of centipedes that just be in your house chilling, and big ass spiders about the size of my hand that they can just walk in the house and be like, oh snap, and just on the wall chilling, and you supposed to act like you don't see it. It act like it don't see you. You act like you don't see it. Hell to the no. You understand me? That's a hell to the no. So spiders, centipedes, I'm out. So, well, Hawaii. That's what that was right there. So then, was gonna move to Florida. Was gonna move to Florida. Florida's one of the spots I was thinking about moving, because it's just like, you know, it has almost the same type of weather as California. A little more humid, but them tornadoes and hurricanes. That's what last hurricane hit, all that flooding. I was like, well. But then when I saw this too, and all the gators too, because this ain't the first gator I saw. I saw another dude, an old man walking by the lake. A gator came out and grabbed him and pulled that nigga in the lake. Goddamn. Then I saw a lady walking her dog past the goddamn lake. The fucking gator came out, grabbed the dog, pulled the dog, and like, nigga, how many times is a gator just watching people walk by, waiting till they slipping? Just waiting for you to slip. No, I'm out. Sorry, Florida. Peace out, Florida. So, a couple of places I was going to move. Then the other place I was going to move was Texas. Texas got a lot of nice, good things in Texas. A lot of nice, good things. So I was going to move to Texas. But Texas, man, Texas, it got a lot of nice, good things, but y'all got a lot of messed up fuckery too. Just so we're clear. Got a lot of good stuff, a lot of fuckery too. And the main one was your laws. So we do police stop law class every Sunday. And a lot of the videos, the majority of the videos that we watch where the police are doing the most fuck shit, for lack of a better term, when they're doing the most dirt, is Texas and Florida. And the other one rounds out is Georgia, usually Atlanta, right? So those are the main three. Excuse me. So Texas, though, on September 1st, this is, I deal with the law. So the law is a big thing. If any place I go, I'm going to have to deal with the law. So I found out that Texas in September released 800 new laws in Texas. Did y'all hear about that? There's 800 new laws that were released in Texas on September 1st. They didn't tell nobody. 800 new laws. That's insane for you to that's insane for you to release 800 laws within like a 10-year period, damn near. But 800 laws in 1 year? That's insane. Texas, feel for you niggas. But one of the laws was Assembly Bill. I forgot the number. I didn't write the number down. My bad, y'all. But you can Google it. So one of the Assembly bills, it basically says that in a traffic stop, because usually in Texas you didn't have to identify. So there's some things called stop and identify states and non-stop and identify states, right? So the difference between a stop and identify state is, for you people who want to learn a little bit law, stop and identify state doesn't mean that you have to identify if the police stop you. That's not what it means. There are certain laws that are encoded. So from Terry versus Ohio, the case that says that's a Terry stop, right? That says police need reasonable, articulable suspicion to stop you, right? They need reasonable, articulable suspicion that you have committed, are committing, or about to commit a crime. A lot of you would do good if you told a police officer, if you said, do you have RAS? If you told a police officer, ask a police officer when they roll up on you, Do you have RAS? That means you know the law, because only people who know the law use the abbreviation like that, right? So that's going to put the officer on alert that you know more than the average person. But so, you know, stop and identify state basically meant that if I stopped you and I had reasonable articulable suspicion that you were committing a crime or about to commit a crime, then you had to identify, right? You have to identify, right? Now, what that doesn't mean, so most people think, you know, like I said, that if for whatever reason, if you stop me, I have to identify. No, it's if I have reasonable articulable suspicion. Now, that's usually in every state. In every state, a police officer has to have RAS to be able to stop you. Now, in a stop and identify state, it's illegal if you don't give your name. Like, there's a penalty for it if you don't give your name. So that's the difference between a stop and identify state and a non-stop and identify state. In a non-stop and identify state, the law still says I'm supposed to identify if they have RAS. However, there's no penalty for it if I don't. There's no violation for it if I don't. So I can just say, no, I ain't going to identify, or give, you know, and you don't want to give a false name, because that's a different violation. But you can just say, no, I'm not identifying. In a stop and identify state, you can't say that. You go to jail or get a ticket or whatever they have if you don't do it, right? So in Texas, they just put the new law is if they stop you in the traffic, if they stop you traffic stop, because before you didn't have to identify. Now in Texas, you do if they stop you. So just so y'all know, just make sure in Texas, if you get stopped and you say, well, if they don't tell you why they pulled you over or whatever, you should always ask why they pulled you over. Always ask why they pulled you over, because they're supposed to tell you why they pulled you over. That's usually police department policy. They have to tell you, because if they don't and you come back and sue them later, that could be a big violation on the police precinct. So police policy usually dictates that they tell you why they pulled you over. So always ask, right? So, but again, that means that new law states that they can't pull you. You have to identify if they pull you over. But there's 800 more new goddamn laws that they implemented in Texas that are absolute bullshit. That's just one I'm telling you about. Now you got to go learn the other 800. So I was going to move to Texas before I saw the 800 new law. I don't know, because then Georgia was also a place I was going to move. And then they started to build Cop City in Georgia. Did y'all know about the Cop City? That's where they taking like 80 acres or some shit like that in Atlanta, and building out this giant cop training facility, police officer training facility. It's called Cop City, and it's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's coming for you. It's coming for you, niggas. So, Texas, fuck Texas on your new laws. Like I said, and then Atlanta, fuck Atlanta. Because then the one thing I want to teach you about, like I said, I'm going to teach you a new law every week. So fitting the description. This is the new one. This is lesson number 3. So fitting the description. So every time you get pulled over or you get stopped, a lot of times, not every time, but a lot of times when they pull you over, they'll say, you fit the description, right? What up, Miss Jeannie? brother Mel. So you fit the description. And most of the time they think, all right, that's enough reason for them to be able to stop you, right? It's not. So when a police officer walks up to you and say, well, you fit the description, there's a bunch of things you're supposed to add that goes along with that. Okay. What exactly did they look like? What color was their hair? What were they wearing? Where did the incident happen? Who did it happen to? Bunch of questions you're supposed to ask when they just say you fit the description. No, you don't just get that. No, you run down a list of questions, right? Now, it's illegal for them to stop you based on an anonymous tip, because usually when you say you fit the description, it's based on a call, an anonymous tip that they get, right? So, well, if somebody calls and says that you look suspicious, because that's what they usually happen. They'll call and say, oh, this person looks suspicious. And the police will roll up on you and hem you up, basically detain you, and institute an investigation. that you don't have to help them with, just so we're clear. When they walk up, they can detain you based off a call, but you don't have to help them with the investigation. Now, what kind of call can they hold you on? So the law states in a Supreme Court case, Florida versus JL, I want y'all giving y'all some dimes, Florida versus JL, it says that police cannot detain you based off an anonymous tip without a crime being attached to it. Meaning somebody just can't say that you look suspicious because you were standing around a car or you were standing around a building. They just can't say, well, he looks suspicious. And most of the time, you're going to look suspicious just because you melanated. That's the reason. They're going to say you suspicious. Melanation is suspicious, y'all. Y'all better get that straight. Melanation is suspicious. He was doing something. So you, again, fit the description. So again, thank you, Mel. Florida versus JL says again that they cannot just stop you with an anonymous call without a crime being attached to it. So basically, the anonymous call has to say, well, yeah, this person that's 6 feet tall, black, because that's what they're going to use. Black guy, 6 feet tall, wearing a red hoodie, and gray shorts, was jiggling, was trying to get into a car. He didn't have the key, and he was trying to get into a car. So that may be I'm breaking into the car. That means that alludes to me being able to break into a car, or me at the door trying to jimmy a door at a house because I don't have the key. It's taking me too long to get into a house. So these are anonymous calls that would be attached to suspicious or would-be crimes. So then they can detain you on that. However, somebody just can't say you look suspicious because you're standing around. That's not a thing. So when a police officer pulls you over and say, well, I'm detaining you because we got an anonymous call that says you look suspicious. All right, well, a suspicion of what? What did they say I was suspicious of? What crime is attached to the anonymous call? Because then you pull it out. Florida versus JL says bop, bop, bop. Now, there's another case, Navarrete versus California, that happened in 2014, that the cops got a 911 call and they pulled somebody over and they basically followed them because the call was that this person was swerving or whatever, reckless driving or whatever. But then when the cops found the car wasn't doing anything. It was driving perfectly. They followed it for like 5 minutes, but decided to pull the car over anyway, and then found a bunch of weed in the car, packed up, right? So they wanted to suppress it. They wanted to suppress the weed, finding of the weed. The defendants wanted to suppress the finding of the weed because they said that they weren't doing anything wrong when the police was following them. But that case ruled, and bitch ass Clarence Thomas was the one who gave the final ruling. Boy, he basically said that a 911 call was enough suspicion to detain a person. Now, again, still, if they it's not. So again, it had to be attached to a crime. So the call was this person was reckless driving. So Florida versus JL still stands. Your crime still has to be attached, or the anonymous call still has to be attached to a crime. But now they said that they can hold you if the call is attached to a crime. Yo, one immaculate. Thank you, brother. This is like Robin Harris in House Party 1. What joke? He said a whole lot of funny shit in House Party 1. Which one? Which line from House Party 1? I got all of them. Which one? Because that's my dude. Oh, started when the cops pulled him over? Oh, you talking about when the cops pulled him over, he was going to the house party. Oh, yeah, they say, where you going? Minding my fucking business. That's what he said. Yeah, thank you. That's exactly right. When he got pulled over, the cops asked him where he was going, minding my business. He said, where you at? I'm going to be where I'm at. Shout out to Robin Harris. That was a great example of knowing your rights, even though I don't know if they knew that when they wrote it. So these are the things that you need to know when they pull you over and they say you fit the description, because they'll try to do that all the time just because you was melanated. We just watched a video last week where there was a robbery. There was two brothers, two melanated brothers, and they were in their 20s. And so the report was One got away, and then one, they don't know what happened to one, but they saw another one get away on foot. So the police rolled up to a dude at a park just sitting in his car eating lunch just because he was a brother. Remember, the description was a dude in his 20s, and then they had even more description. He was wearing like a red shirt and a cap and all this and that. This dude didn't fit none of the description. He was melanated. That's it. That was it. That was his connection, which was basically racial profiling, because he was within a 1 mile radius of where the thing happened. They thought they were allowed to jam him up. So they went and jacked him up. They went and opened his car door and grabbed him out of the car before saying anything. They didn't even tell him he was being detained or nothing like that. Just jacked him up out of the car and boop, boop, and slammed him on the ground and did all this crazy shit. Man, 8 police cars came to this dude. He didn't do anything wrong. He was on his lunch break from work. He was at a park, at a beautiful, nice park, just chilling, eating lunch in his car, and got rolled up and hemmed up. Now, it turned out good for him because he sued him eventually, because they didn't have, again, the reasonable suspicion to come in and detain him and especially pull him out of his car and all that. So he got paid. So just so y'all know, man, you got to go out here and y'all got to fight these cats. Get out here and fight these cats, man. Don't let these these government soldiers, they call them race soldiers, but they just government soldiers out here, and get your damn cards. Constitutional rights card. Let them know what. See, again, let me give you a story. Brother hit me up with another story about these. Funny, it's the same guy. One of the same cats. So I told you the story before. So he got pulled over. I told you this one, my homie got pulled over before with his wife coming from dinner at 3 o'clock in the morning with no driver's license, no registration, and I forgot the other thing that he didn't have. But he had nothing, right? And so they pulled him over. He gave him these. He gave him his constitutional rights card and his qualified immunity card. And the cop said, "Wow, where did you get those? Man, I've never seen this." And he completely turned away from everything else. Said, "Well, I'm going to give you a warning this time." Again, he was speeding. That was the other thing. He was speeding. That's why he got pulled over, because he was speeding, had no registration, and no driver's license. He gave the cop these, and the cop let him go. Now, he just hit me up again. I don't know why this dude ain't got his stuff fixed, but he's still rolling around with no registration. Derek, you full of shit. But he got pulled over again. Now, this is in Texas. See, this is why I was talking about I was going to move to Texas, but Texas be for the crap. So D got moved. He got pulled over again last week. Didn't have any registration, still no license. And I forgot what he was doing this time. So pulled out, got his thing, pulled out his stuff again, gave it to the officer. The officer immediately, he looked at it. He was like, "Whoa!" He's like, "Wait, hold up. What's this?" He started looking. He's like, "What's this?" He's like, "Man, where you get this from?" He told him, "Oh, I got this from the Know Your Rights Foundation." And blah blah. So he pulled it up on his phone. He was like, "Man, this is incredible. Where are you looking?" So this is the police officer telling this. So then he asked him and said, "Well, let me see your driver's license and registration." So he told him the truth. "I don't have no license. I got no registration." So he put him in the system. He saw his license was suspended. Again, no registration, nothing. And he looked at this stuff and he said, because I don't think he had a lawful reason to pull him over in the first place. So he looked at this stuff and he's like, "Well, I'm just going to give you a warning this time. But I should impound your car, right?" So he tried to act like he really had something. He's like, "I should impound you, right? But I'm going to let you go this time." I'm going to let you go. So again, people, this is the equalizer for you people with the law. They understand when people know the law, they can't do anything. They are praying that when they pull you over, you go, "Yes, officer. No, officer. And you got your hands on the steering wheel and you perfectly looking and don't." What? I saw a thing with Willie D from the Ghetto Boys. He said he just got pulled over again in Texas. See, now you see why I ain't going to Texas? He got pulled over in Texas, and he was polite and "Yes, sir, no, sir, this and that, boot de boot." I don't know. You ain't getting no sir from me. I ain't calling you that. Officer, you'll get officer, but you don't got to give them that damn respect when they're violating your constitutional rights. You don't keep calling them sir. That's a sign of respect. when they're violating your constitutional rights? Hell no. So again, be like D. Don't be like D and drive around without your stuff. But if you do, make sure you're prepared. Go to get your this is the package that you keep in the car, constitutional rights card. This is what he really read that let him know that he was going to lose his qualified immunity. That's what scared him. These two things is really what scared him. Right here. This one, definitely too. He liked this, and this told him what would happen. But these two things really scared him. So again, keep these in your car, and you hand these to the police officer when they pull you over, and you say, I don't answer questions, and boom, you hand it to them. And then on your off time, man, get your children into the class or just at home at the study table. Make sure they read this and do a book report on this till they can recite this to you back and forth. It shouldn't just be they kind of know it. They need to commit this to memory. What is it going to hurt? What would it hurt for them to commit all of this to memory? They got video games. I guarantee you they know how to get to level 9 on Zelda. On fucking Fortnite. I promise you they know how to do that shit. So, no, learn how to get to level 10 on this. Sit their asses down, make them study this, and memorize it because it's going to save their life. Video games ain't going to save your child's life. This will save them, literally in the punch. And it has done so many times. And then if they keep coming after you, though, go get that public official bond, the police insurance that protects them when they violate your rights and they don't knowingly do it. So, boom, this is their, that bond, that's qualified immunity, but that bond protects them because if they violate your rights, the bond is for the liability when they violate your constitutional rights. So you can go get that. There's a liability when they do their job wrong. If they destroy public property, if they violate a citizen's rights, constitutional rights, because they're sworn to uphold the Constitution. So you can go get that bond when they violate your constitutional rights right here. And then, like I said, you got all the flashcards. We got all the flashcards for you. You can only get all of them, level volume 2 on. You can get all of these at realnuggets.com, but only volume 2 at realnuggets.com. I don't have it on knowyourrightsfoundation.org yet because we're rebuilding the website. So, like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw these two in with the police stop law package. You're going to get law and government flashcards 1 and 2 plus police stop flashcards. And again, when you order the great book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, which you should have, this is how you became superheroes. This is why you are all the superheroes in all the comic book movies today is because of this. If you don't know that, I can't tell you. It's in here. All right. And then, again, if you want the cupcake exemption cards, we still have those as well. You got to go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org, and it comes with, this is the Pfizer report. I don't know if y'all can see that. Y'all see that right there? Yeah, oops. Can y'all see it? P.F. Pfizer. This is their report right here. So, boom, this is their own clinical study that would prove that you are following the science, their own science, the science of the cupcake company itself. All right. So this is that way they don't violate your constitutional rights and you can go and get paid if they do. All right. That's all I got. Thank you, everybody. Thank everybody, all my mods, everybody in the super chat, and everybody who hit the cash app. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you go hook up Timmy Tight Tap on the Weed Juice side of the game for sure. Let me give you the boom. Go hook up to Timmy Tight Top. That's weedjuice.com, OUIjuice.com, and hit 5 off juice. If you're going to get the discount, that's the number 5 off juice. I appreciate you. Also, Beal sauce. If it ain't Beal, it ain't real. Do the mixture, I'm telling you, and then report back to me how it tastes. Trader Joe's organic sriracha barbecue sauce, organic garlic sriracha barbecue sauce mixed with this. Goddamn, that's a whole new ball game. But I appreciate you, everybody. I'm out of here. I'm about to get me some food because I'm hungry as hell. And I'm tired. I'm going to take me a little nap because y'all niggas are draining. No, I'm just kidding. I'm out of here. Peace. Love everybody. Deuces.